Hey everyone, this is Tracy Lightfoot with Worley and Associates, also the Lightfoot and Youngblood team. I'm going to wait a few minutes here and see if we get anybody who pops in. I see Jesse just joined. How you doing, Jesse? So I'm going to wait a few minutes and just see how many people who have joined. Hey, Kristen, how are ya? I'm going to go ahead and pin our website. It's bransonhomefinder.com for any of you that want to know how to find us or get additional information on vacation rental investing. And I'm going to pin that comment. Well, that didn't come out right, so let me redo that. Okay, go ahead and feel free for anybody who's on to share this with your audience. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can also, doesn't look like I can share anything on my end. So I'm going to ask Kristen if you wouldn't mind sharing that to our Branson group, real estate group, and also just sharing it out there, maybe tagging me in the post so we can get it out there, start getting people to come on. Basically, today I just wanted to pop on real quick and talk about how do you get started in vacation rental investing. We have a lot of phone calls that come in and people ask, that's one of the main questions, how do I get started? I don't even know where to start. So the first thing I ask is, what is your purpose? What are you looking for? Are you looking to increase, is it specifically for just rate of return? Are you looking for a property to vacation in Branson, come to Branson multiple times a year, come down to Table Rock Lake in the summer? You want something to pay for itself, and if you cash flow, that's awesome. Really, what is your why? Why are you wanting to invest in nightly rental or invest in real estate in the Branson market? So, some people will say, hey, absolutely, I want the rate of return. I have other investments in other states. They're not performing like I want them to. So we are planning on selling them, or we have just sold apartment complexes, whatever it may be, and they have some funds and they don't know where to go from here. So, one of the things to think about is if you are one who's looking at rate of return and you are wanting to take those funds and that you have sitting, maybe you just sold a home that you were using for a monthly long-term rental, and you're looking at something to have higher rate of return for you. You can take that money, talk to your CPA, talk to a third-party intermediary. Where do you find one of those? You can call one of your local title companies. I know Great American Title here in Branson. We have clients who have used their third-party intermediary company for 1031 exchanges. Definitely a way to go to assist with those capital gains that you may or may not have on a property that you have sold. So you can take those funds and use those either as a down payment or a straight across for the purchase of the property. And again, highly advise that you talk to a CPA in regards to tax implications and all of that good stuff. Because typically most of our clients recently, let's say they've sold a property. You have so many days to identify the other property you're going to exchange. And then you have a certain amount of days to actually close on that property. So there are timelines and guidelines that you need to follow, just something to think about there. Your another item is, do you have a self-directed IRA? We have clients who use self-directed IRAs. If they're going to have a passive income, have somebody manage the property for them, they have IRAs that are sitting there, self-directed, and their vacation rental properties for my clients who are doing it this way are actually performing at a higher rate of return than the funds that are in their IRA. So they are putting it back into the real estate market versus where those funds have been allocated at this time. Another way to start, if you're looking at trying to figure out how to do funds, do you have equity in a property? Maybe you have other investment properties or your own property. We have clients that take equity out of a property to use for their down payment, or depending on how much you have, if you have enough to just go out and straight across purchase a property. Using leverage is always great because you can always still get loans for a great price to borrow money. Typically, an investment property, if you're going to go to a bank and you're going to say, hey, I want to buy this property, it's vacation rental, this is what we're looking at doing. You're looking at a 20 to 25% down on that property. Also depends on that bank structure. Again, there's a lot of other ways that you can utilize the funds and assets that you have to possibly go towards the purchase without a down payment. Example, equity in a property that you can use. There also are banks that are lending 10% down on condos. So if you're looking at a condo, there are local banks in our area that have programs for you that are actually pretty attractive and competitive. So, one of the main things to get started is really figure out why you're doing this. Are you going to, again, are you looking at the rate of return, just looking at a second home, wanting it to pay for itself? If it cash flows, that's great. Exactly why are you doing this? Are you wanting to build a portfolio so that someday you can maybe retire at your corporate position? Nightly rental is going to be that income to do that. So figure out what amount of money you need to make that happen for you. And so figure out that why. Some of the other things that when you're going to an area, here I'm in Branson, Missouri. So Branson, Missouri, for those maybe who do not know Branson, we are a tourist destination. We have millions of visitors that come to us every year for entertainment, for our mountains. There are activities, the lake, all just a whole variety of reasons why people come to Branson. That's why vacation rental has been so successful in our area, and a lot of these families want to stay together under one roof. And so some of the things that you need to know is, where can you do vacation rentals? What are the municipality rules? Are you in the city? Are you in the county? They all have separate rules that you're going to want to make sure you know. So you want an expert on your side to know these things, and that's where we come in. Here with our team, the Lightfoot Youngblood team at Worley and Associates, we are a full service real estate team that does specialize in the niche market of vacation rental. And about 90% of our clientele are investors that we assist building their portfolio with successful nightly rental models. So the things to know is, know your market, know exactly where the successful areas are, know the rules and regulations for your municipalities, and just remain in knowing what your goals are in regards to your income. What do you need to replace your income if that's your why? What size property do you need for your family? If it's a second home, is a 2-bedroom condo enough for you? Or do you need something that's a little bit larger, like a 4-bedroom? And do you need that to be in the middle of Branson? You want that on the lake? Exactly, what are those locations? What are your destinations? What is the purpose of your use? So that's just a little bit of what, just one second here, I'm in the office today. Just have to silence that phone. So anyhow, we are, one of the things I just want to ask is, I know there's only a few people on, if there's any questions that anybody may have. And Jason Yeager, you're bad. You guys are funny. So I just want to say hi to everybody. Kathy, how are you doing? And then Jason, Christina, definitely hello to you. And anyhow, this was very impromptu today, and just wanted to talk a little bit of how you get started. It may have seemed a little complicated, but all I have to say is build a power team around you. These are things that I'm going to talk about each week. I'm looking at bringing in a guest speaker on Tuesday, and we're going to talk a little bit more about condos, detached condominiums, single family versus commercial, those type of items when it comes down to vacation rental and insurance. Those are things that are very important. But one of the things that I'm going to talk about, you're going to hear me talk about a lot, is building that power team. Power team is so, so very important. That includes your realtor. Have somebody who does this full time and knows their market, knows the vacation rentals, knows the municipalities. You want somebody on your side that can assist you, one, get a property fast as they're coming on the market or before they even get on the market. That's what we do. We sell a lot of our listings before they even go live, because we have a pipeline of clients who are looking for this inventory. And we're assisting them sell and also buy larger properties to grow their portfolios. You're also going to want, a CPA and a real estate attorney. If you're managing the property yourself, you're going to want to surround yourself with a great handyman, housekeeper. Number one, housekeeper for sure, because they're going to be your eyes, ears, and take care of your property for you. Property manager, if you want to be passive, then property manager, you're definitely want to have a good one on hand. These are all things that we can help you with as well. So don't let this intimidate you. This is a great business. I have clients who've been doing this for years. They're so happy with what they're doing. Some of them have actually been able to retire from their current corporate positions, and this is what they do. They own their properties, they love on people, and they're so excited to help people enjoy their vacations when they're coming to Branson. So if anybody has any questions that maybe, I'm just kind of looking in the comments here, that may have come through that I didn't see, I'll come back around and go ahead and answer your questions is what I'm trying to say. Please go to Lightfoot Youngblood Branson, Missouri Real Estate. We are on Facebook. That's where I'm coming from right now. Like our page, select follow. You will be notified when we go live. I'll be doing this on Tuesdays around 9 or 10 in the morning. And we will have a topic each week. We're going to be talking with property managers. We're going to be talking with lenders. We're going to talk with insurance individuals who can talk about how to insure your vacation rental properties. What's important to ask questions of the lenders that you're talking to. Exactly how to set up your nightly rental property. You know, what do you put in the kitchen? I mean, just simple things like that that we don't think of when purchasing. So I'm here to help guide your journey and make it a successful one. If you want to get more information about listings that we may have in the Branson area for vacation rental, visit me at bransonhomefinder.com. You can also always send me a message through there. And again, that's bransonhomefinder.com. I'm Tracy Lightfoot with Worley and Associates, the Lightfoot Youngblood team. And you can also call me at 417-251-1946. I'm going to sign out for today, and I hope all of you have a wonderful day and happy investing.